Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd in attendance tonight is electric. It is absolute pandemonium here. It's like a wild raccoon stuck inside of an Applebee's dumpster. It is absolutely insane in here. It's loud, it's crazy, it's off the walls. This is going to be a fantastic show. What a great, strong way to end the season of Low Budget Wrestling. Fans, you've been waiting, you've been patient, but the time of waiting is over, and the time for Low Budget Mania 3 is now! Everybody joining in the chat here on twitch.tv/SleepyFoxTales, we want to thank you for joining in. I would like to thank my moderator, Laridia Kitty, for keeping the peace in the chat, making sure that everything is in order, making sure that polls are ready for every single match. She's got the list ready. We've got a whole lineup ready for you folks. Whether you like luchadors, you like strong style, we've got a bit of everything in tonight's card. It's going to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, we are more sick than COVID-19. We've got more edge than a flat earth. We're more cool than a frozen caveman in an ice age. And we're more dangerous than a fire in a nursing home. We're not afraid of competition. We're not afraid to risk it for the biscuit. When life gives you lemons, you had better not drop them. And no matter where you're from, who you are, what you've done, the LBW is here to provide the most top-notch entertainment to the highest pedigree. Whether we have $2, $4, $6, $16, we will always listen to the fans and provide the best shows humanly possible at any cost. As we prepare to end the season with a high note, ladies, gentlemen, theys and thems, welcome to Low Budget Mania 3! That would be like losing her own life. She's done it! Laridia has done it! With the split-legged moonsault, the leader of serotonin! Laridia is the new Ring of Saturn Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion!
A succession of actual wars and constant crises have shaken the entire world and have threatened in each case to bring on the gigantic conflict which is today, unhappily, a fact.
I'm getting word that these three men are from Ring of Saturn Wrestling, and they're not happy about their world title being taken away on LBW programming.
It is right to point out that the unfortunate events of these recent years have been based on the use of force or on the threat of force.
Of the Mega Texas Champion, Big Texas Todd. Oh, a kick to the head of Condog. Fosson Condog fighting back. Oh, that they can, but they're outnumbered 3-2.
And it seems to me clear, even at the outbreak of this great war, that the influence of America should be consistent in seeking for humanity a final peace which will eliminate, as far as it is possible to do so.
Wait a second. Oh my gosh. Who is this person? Wait a second here. Let's get a closer look on that. Oh my gosh, that's not a fan. Oh my gosh, she's from Ring of Saturn Wrestling. She's one of the meanest. Oh my gosh, one of the meanest and most ruthless wrestlers that they have. Oh my god, what is she doing with those clippers? What is she doing with those clippers? Wait, but it's still stopped in her tracks there by Hibiscus Martini, one of the most gruesome, evil, vile, and despicable women in all with those clippers. Oh my gosh. Oh no. No, 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 no! No! Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I can't believe what I've just seen. Hibiscus Martini has made her impact and shaved the head of Misty Mouse completely bald. This is so humiliating.
I have said not once but many times that I have seen war.
Martini is ripping off the mask of Laridia! You can hear it ripping at the seams!
And that I hate war.
Oh no, no, the Rings of Saturn submission hold! The Rings of Saturn! Laridia screaming, I quit! Screaming, I quit! She can't take it anymore! And now she's leaving after getting a response from the crowd. I can't believe this woman. She's despicable. How disgusting.
I have seen war, and that I hate war. I say that again and again.
Fight!
Referee Petey Panda rings the bell. Here we go. The Cosmic Ghost. Irish whip there to the Retro Kid. Beautiful drop toe hold there by the Latino Sheep. First fall to the finish. This is 1 versus 1 versus 1. There are no teams. There are no alliances. There are also no countouts, no disqualifications. First fall to the finish. Whether it's by pinfall, submission, or a critical knockout, we will have a definitive winner. And the winner will get that can of cold Yoo-Hoo, provided by none other than streamer legend, Laridia Kitty. My goodness. Latino Sheep taking down both of the competitors. This is going to be an incredible match. I'm loving the new attire that we see on the Cosmic Ghost. And folks, if you're not up to date with your LBW history, the Cosmic Ghost is a former LBW World Champion. He has made it to the top. He's been the king of the mountain. He's been the pinnacle. He has done it. He has reached the dream that many will never even live to see. The Retro Kid is a multi-time tag team champion. Latino Sheep hasn't quite reached the success, but he has reached the popularity. The trans Latino Sheep wants to make a name for himself tonight. He wants his low budget mania moment. He wants the can of Yoo-Hoo. He wants that chocolate drink more than he wants air itself, more than he wants life itself. Beautiful moonsault. Oh, interrupted by that kick there. Wait a second. Oh, beautiful lariat taking down the Cosmic Ghost. Oh my goodness. Oh, countered! Whatever that was going to be, whether it was a suplex, brainbuster, we'll never know, but it was beautifully countered. Oh, kick right to the throat there! Looks like he was going to go for an electric chair drop, decided just to toss him off of him. Beautiful Pele kick there. Shades of the legendary, phenomenal AJ Styles, used by the Retro Kid. Former world champion of LBW, the Cosmic Ghost, taking on both competitors. 3 of our top tier talents competing for a can of Yoo-Hoo. They could have been in a world title match. They could have been competing for any other championship, but no. They want the Yoo-Hoo can. They want the can of chocolate milk. We're Low Budget Wrestling. We have a pack of stale water bottles that they share in catering. Imagine the nectar of the gods. Imagine being able to shake that can of Yoo-Hoo, get all those particles around, and have the most delicious taste going past your lips. That's right, Yoo-Hoo. Just drink it. Oh, what a power bomb by the Latino Sheep. Uh-oh. He's got him in that submission hold. Latino Sheep better break it up. And he does so. This match is at a great pace so far. Everybody has an equal opportunity of winning. It is... Wait a second here. Hold your breath. Oh, drops him on the back of his head. His neck bounced off that bottom steel turnbuckle pad there. Well, the pad's not made of steel, but behind it is steel. That steel turnbuckle, and yes, it's got padding, but not much. It's about as much padding as an earbud. Oh, European uppercut. Shooting star press by the Cosmic Ghost. 1. Only a 1 count. Still too soon to win. Brainbuster! Drops him on his fat fucking head. Oh, man, the knee to the back there. Wait a second. Oh! Could it be 3 amigos? Oh, you son of a bitch. We only got 1 amigo. That means there's 2 amigos that are missing now. You son of a gun. You unbuttered biscuit. You unbuttered grits. You unflavored chicken. You unseasoned chicken. Beautiful enziguri there. Kick to the back of the head. All 3 competitors down. Cosmic goes back to his feet. Now the others are with him. Uh-oh, kick to the stomach there. Beautiful enziguri there by the Retro Kid, taking down the Cosmic Ghost. Latino Sheep with the Fireman's Carry, taking down the Cosmic Ghost. Multiple plethora of strikes there by the Retro Kid, taking down Latino Sheep, and enziguri to the Cosmic Ghost. The Retro Kid holding his own here. Normally you see the Retro Kid, one half of the Pixel Dashers, with his tag team partner Andre the Raver, who is not in this match as you can see. But as I recall, Andre the Raver will be in the LBW Waifu Championship Battle Royal coming later tonight, where the winner of the Battle Royal will be named the Waifu of LBW, therefore the Waifu of the fans. But the closest these three men are going to get to a waifu is a nice cold can of Yoo-hoo chocolate drink. Just drink it. And before you ask, no, we're not being sponsored. After the COVID-19 charity event, no one's really interested in sponsoring us. We're lucky to even name drop the Rainy Kitty at this point. Wait a second. Could be time for a frog splash! Oh no! He was gonna miss anyway! But the Retro Kid moved away, the Cosmic Ghost, from territory of that frog splash. I still want to see Latino Sheep hit the three amigos. We only got one amigo. I feel robbed of two. Wait a second here. Oh my fucking god! He kicked his fucking head off! Yeah. Ankle lock all you want! Ankle lock all you want, Retro Kid! This match is over! This ghost is cooked! Holy shit! Latino Sheep has been beheaded live on Twitch.tv/Sleepy Foxtails! Ladies and gentlemen, what a match we just witnessed! The Cosmic Ghost, with that amazing kick to the back of the head of Latino Sheep, knocked him out cold! My gosh! With that KO, the match was rated an 89% approval rating by you fans. And now that means that the Cosmic Ghost will be rewarded with an ice cold can of Yoo-hoo chocolate drink. Yoo-hoo, just drink it. Ladies and gentlemen, next up we have the Barbed Wire Death Match. Just when you thought he was dead, looks like he gets to live a little longer. But this time, he's not going against Papa Shango, he's going against the Grim Reaper of LBW, the Dead Man, whatever you want to call him, the Biker Taker, the legend of LBW, will be taking on Kylerson. This young man has been on life support. You know that he has anus cancer. It's not funny. Don't laugh at him, that's inappropriate. Come on, guys. We might be low budget, but we can afford some maturity around here. He's got cancer in his ass. Oh, I forgot to mute the mic. We can edit that out, right? Yeah, I'm sure we can. Ladies and gentlemen, the unexpected surprise return of Kylerson. We thought he was going to get one match with the Make-A-Wish Foundation against Papa Shango, but it appears he's still not dead yet. So, the Make-A-Wish Foundation has decided to give him one more match. Ladies and gentlemen, one final match. One last match. Kylerson versus the Biker Taker in a barbed wire death match. Let's get this match underway. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the barbed wire death match. One of two tonight. We have one more coming up. It's going to be tag team action. But for now, let's focus on the action in the ring. There's no way this kid's going to have a third match in his life. He better count his blessings and hope he doesn't die early tonight. It's bad enough to have butthole cancer, but now he's got to face a guy 7 foot tall, over 300 pounds. Decades on decades of wrestling experience. He's been in all kinds of matches. He's been in casket matches. He's been in Hell in a Cell, Steel Cage, you name it. No holds barred, biker chain matches, and now a barbed wire death match against Kylerson. I don't remember how. Oh my gosh! Oh, I think I see some arm flesh still on that second row of barbed wire. Oh, pushes the head of the Biker Taker into the barbed wire. Oh! You could hear the pop. If he had a pimple, it's all over the place. We should check the mat. But we can't get in there because there's barbed wire everywhere. Folks, this is the last show of the season for LBW. We have to return all these things to Home Depot. Oh, he faked an injury and kicked him in the balls. I believe he also did that to Papa Shaw. Oh! My God! That cracked like an egg! Oh, man. Stomping on the lower back. Biker Taker not holding back, and neither is Kylerson. Imagine being named Kyler, and then knowing you're gonna die of butt cancer. As if life wasn't bad enough. I mean, you have a name like that, you're already a dead man walking. But now, you're a dead man walking with cancer in your butthole. But I gotta say, cancer, no cancer, this guy's got some buff legs. And he's bringing the fight to the Biker Taker. I gotta give him credit where credit is due. He lost to Papa Shango in his debut match. Can he change history tonight by defeating the Biker Taker? Back and forth these two go. Oh, Kylerson going for the chop block there, taking out the legs, and then drop kick to the back of the head. There is blood everywhere. Oh! You can't spit on a man during a pandemic? What kind of psychopath does that? The Biker Taker is busted open. I believe there's some blood on the forehead of Kylerson. I don't know the source of the blood, but it looks like it might be the back of the head, perhaps, of Kylerson. I see pools of blood on the back of his head, on the mat when he's laying down. It seems to be pouring from his head. Oh! Can you hear that pop? It's like when you get bubble wrap out of a packaging from Amazon. Where did we get... Oh, I know where we got all this. So we got it from Home Depot. And that's why we're having 2 barbed wire death matches tonight. Because we have to return them. Because this is the end of the season. We don't have the finances to keep going. We need some time off. Beautiful counter there by Kylerson. Going for the pin. I thought he had him. Uh-oh. Chokeslam. Chokeslam. As if God hasn't chokeslammed him enough. Now he's getting it for the Biker Taker. The sleeper hold locked in. Kylerson in a dangerous place. There's no ropes for him to grab to get out. It's just barbed wire. Uh-oh. Running power slam. Down goes Kyler. Oh, don't fall for it again, Biker Taker. It's a trap. He kicked you right in the penis. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. The match continues. The war wages on, folks. Kylerson fighting for his life, but is it really worth it? Will it really matter? His butt will not allow him to live past July. Oh! My goodness. Both men are absolutely lacerated. You can see blood stains all over the ring. Wait a minute. What? Whoa, look at that! Where did Kylerson learn this athleticism? My God, that's collegiate level wrestling there. This young man is fighting back with all of his might. Oh no, the last ride! The last ride by the Biker Taker! He's going down! Oh, it's gotta be over. It's gotta be over. He's dead. He's gone. No! At 2.9! 2.9! Oh my God! Stay down, Kyler! Think about your family! Think about your friends! It's not worth it, son! Just stay down! Oh my gosh. Oh, signifying that the end is near. The throat going... the thumb going across the throat. Oh my God, kicked him right in the penis. Right after throwing him into the barbed wire. Oh my God, this is punishment. Oh no, could it be time for a tombstone pile driver onto a baseball bat? It's gotta be over now. It's gotta be over. It's all over. Kylerson falls victim to another LBW wrestler here in the barbed wire death match. Sorry, kid, you're gonna die 0-2, but at least you tried. With a match evaluation of 92%, Kylerson fought with all of his might, but the jumping tombstone with the both hands pressed pin by the Biker Taker was just enough to put him down 6 feet under. This may be the last time we see Kylerson, but it won't be the last time we remember him. Ladies and gentlemen, next up we've got the tag team match. Barbed wire deathmatch rules. Gary Gruesome and Maxi Martini will be taking on Larinia and Misty Mouse. The wrestler formerly known as Hibiscus Martini has changed her name to Maxi Martini after a brutal trash talk by Larinia after being unmasked. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We saw one match tonight with the barbed wire death match ruling, and we're about to see another. So here we go. You've been waiting, but the wait is over. It's time for a tag team barbed wire death match for the first time ever on LBW Network, and for the first time in Low Budget Mania wrestling history.
Fight!
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The match is beginning, and it's already absolute chaos. Gary Gruesome, Martini going after Larinia, and Misty Mouse. Oh, Lariat clothesline taking down Mouse. My goodness. Absolute chaos. Maxi Martini looking as confident as ever. Oh, beautiful 3D combination there by Gary Gruesome and Maxi Martini. Beautiful drop kick there by Misty Mouse. Oh, smashing the knees of Larinia. Maxi Martini. So much content going on in the ring right here, right now. Chaos is ensuing. Pandemonium is on the rise. Swinging and a miss. That's a strike. Wait a second. Back body drop. Almost landing in the barbed wire. That was a close call for Misty Mouse. Oh, snap suplex there by Maxi Martini. Again, folks, if you missed it before, her former name was Hibiscus Martini. But after a brutal verbal assault there by Larinia, she has decided to change her name to her actual name, Maxi Martini. And tonight, Maxi Martini teams up with Gary Gruesome, the former ROSW World Champion, to take on two members of the Guardians of LBW, Larinia and Misty Mouse. We've already got some bloodshed here. Oh, Larinia! Right into the barbed wire, and now look at that submission hold being applied by Maxi Martini. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, we see a sledgehammer cracking right off the skull of Misty. Oh, the butt of the sledgehammer going right into the abdominal area. Right across the head. Gary Gruesome living up to the name, the Death Row Messiah, showing absolute venom in his heart. By technicality, the current Ring of Saturn Wrestling World Champion is Larinia, but she decimated the title, destroying it with the sledgehammer, throwing it in a trash can, setting the trash can ablaze with the match, setting it on fire. And the man that she defeated for that title was this guy right here, Gary Gruesome. And then we bring in Maxi Martini, who attacked Misty Mouse during a workout session, shaved her head bald, had a match with Larinia, and after the match, well, no, during the match, she ripped off her mask. So I would say Maxi Martini is making enemies, and I would say ROSW has made an enemy out of low-budget wrestling. Oh my god, Larinia thrown right into the barbed wire, now recipient of a single-legged Boston Crab. Wait, and Misty Mouse has that fluorescent light tube. Only a 2 count, the match continues here. Oh man, the fluorescent light tube being jabbed right to the stomach of Gary Gruesome. The bicycle kick takes out Misty Mouse. Let's take a look to the other side of the ring. Oh, wait a second, in the background there, we saw Misty Mouse being thrown right into the barbed wire. Oh, and then being clobbered over the top of the head with that devastating blow from the sledgehammer by the Death Row Messiah, Gary Gruesome. What a maneuver there by Misty Mouse. Wait a second. Oh, kick to the back. Down goes Martini, and then down goes Misty Mouse. Then down goes Larinia with that bicycle kick. Left, right, up and down, no matter what direction you go, you're seeing absolute pandemonium, absolute chaos being ensued at every single angle. Beautiful kick there by Misty Mouse, taking down Maxi Martini. No, brass knuckles there. My God. It's easy to make mistakes when you're surrounded by barbed wire that explodes when someone touches it. You can see bloodshed on the face of Maxi Martini, by her eyebrow, by her lip, and now she's been thrown into the barbed wire. Oh my gosh! I think he got hit by the baseball bat and the Singapore cane at the exact same time. The crowd is electric in here. You would swear we were having a thunderstorm, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, both members of ROSW. Oh, look at that. Misty Mouse has been saved there. Lorinia taunting for the crowd. Misty Mouse taking down Maxi Martini. Beautiful German suplex. But wait a second. Look at the top. Oh, knee right to the face. Meanwhile, Misty Mouse going off on Maxi Martini. Snap suplex. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. The match continues. The war wages on. 2.9! 2.9! So close, but no cigar. Kick to the back of the head of Misty Mouse. Martini down. Oh my gosh, look at the weapons being swung at everybody. Nobody is safe. We see a pile driver drop on the top of the head. Normally a villainous move, but when you're in a match like this, your morals have got to go out the window. You can't be a nice guy and win this kind of match. It's just not going to happen. Snap suplex. No! The snap suplex was interrupted there with that baseball bat. Lorinia, you would swear she's going after home runs. Is this a home run derby? Because look, she's hitting everything and everyone in her path. Oh my god. Screaming that she is #1, and right now it's very difficult to argue. Look at that! The ankle lock being applied! Where's she gonna go? There's no ropes, it's all barbed wire. You're not safe here. Oh no, Lorinia being thrown to the barbed wire now. Oh no. Ring of Saturn Wrestling. The ROSW team working together. Martini and Gruesome. Gruesome Martini. That's what we should call them. Gruesome Martini. Or Death Row Martini. I like that one. Beautiful takedown there. The ankle lock being applied. Lorinia putting in all her efforts, all her strings, all her focus into trying to submit her opponents. Misty Mouse going off like it's a home run derby. Just saved Lorinia from Martini and then took a swing right there, right at Gary Gruesome. Wait a second here. Martini goes for the pin. No, 2 count. The match continues. We are still underway here. Gary Gruesome being thrown to the barbed wire. He's used to being trapped behind fences. He's used to seeing barbed wire wrapped around the top of fences. Being let out on parole for good behavior to be a professional wrestler. Gary Gruesome, the Ring of Saturn Wrestling World Champion, or the former Ring of Saturn Wrestling World Champion, gracing us with his presence here on tonight's Low Budget Mania 3, the biggest event of the year, the biggest event to close out the season for low budget wrestling. Oh, Martini. You can see she's a pretty girl. She's used to getting into fights, but I don't think she's used to this kind of match. How do you get used to this kind of match? Misty Mouse takes down Maxi Martini. Wait a second. Did everybody hear that? Why does that sound familiar? I just... Oh! Oh my god! Oh, sweet baby Jesus! Oh my god, they all look like dead fish out of water! Oh my god! I think they're all dead! I think they're all dead! Ladies and gentlemen, in the most rare thing I've ever seen in my entire life on planet Earth, a double knockout! A double knockout! Death Row Martini and the Guardians end this match in a draw! A double knockout in the barbed wire tag team death match! I've never seen this in all my years! My god! A draw! We need to get EMTs down here immediately! And by EMTs, I mean our hired staff of second graders. That's all we can afford. We gave them candy because we don't have money. For the love of God, please donate to us right here at Low Budget Wrestling. We need your money because we want to come back for another season. Oh my God. I've never seen an ending like that in all my years in this profession, in this sport. Good God Almighty. Holy shit. What a historic moment. The double knockout ending. Heard around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for for the Battle Royal to crown the first ever LBW Waifu Champion. The winner of tonight's Battle Royal will be the waifu of LBW, the waifu of the chat, the waifu of you, the LBW fan. Let's take a look from left to right at the top of your screens. We've got Bailey Summers, Andre the Raver, Low Budget Santa, IRS, Erwin R. Shyster, Howdy Horse, Catherine the Cat, Cod Dog, and of course, one half of the LBW Tag Team Champions, Walmart Willie. Again, this will crown the inaugural, the first ever LBW Waifu Champion. If you don't know what waifu means, be sure to Google it after the show. But I know all you weebs out there know what I'm talking about. Ooh, ara ara, wink emoji. It's time for the LBW Waifu Championship Battle Royal. Alright, here we go. Here we go. It's time to begin the match. Let's get underway. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Waifu Championship Battle Royal is underway. You can eliminate your opponent by pinfall, submission, critical knockout, or throwing them over the top rope with both of their feet touching the floor. 8 will enter, but only 1 will walk out the Waifu Champion. Who is it going to be? My gosh, I don't know how I'm going to call this action. Look at all the pandemonium going on right here, right now. It's like 8 middle school boys competing for the attention of a girl. Who will be the first ever waifu of LBW? Let us know in the chat who you want to see win the Waifu Battle Royal to become the first ever Waifu Champion. My goodness. Could it be Bailey Summers, Cod Dog, IRS, Catherine the Cat, Walmart Willie, Andre the Raver? There are 8 different possibilities, and in my opinion, everybody has an equal chance. Rumor has it backstage that fans really want to see Catherine the Cat become the first ever Waifu Champion. But we know that Howdy Horse and Low Budget Santa are the most competitive of the 8 in this match, and that they want it more than anybody. They didn't win the Battle Royal like Hannibal Harvey did to go on to face Von Stott in the best 2 of 3 falls. So they don't get to compete for the LBW World Championship. But at least they get to be in the Waifu Battle Royal. I would say their careers are going somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. Not a single elimination yet. I believe I still count 8 heads here. Look at that. Choke being applied to Low Budget Santa by Bailey Summers. Cod Dog going for pin at Walmart Willie. Catherine the Cat going after Howdy Horse. Andre the Raver has his sights on Howdy Horse now, but look at this sunset flip onto the Howdy Horse. Kick to lower back by Catherine the Cat. Walmart Willie going back and forth on Low Budget Santa. Cod Dog about to do the worm. Cod Dog is doing the worm. He's going right after IRS, but gets kicked right in the throat there by Low Budget Santa. Fans in the chat, we want to thank you for all your support. Let us know who you want to see win the LBW Low Budget Wrestling Waifu Championship. Will it be Cod Dog, Howdy Horse, Low Budget Santa, IRS, Walmart Willie, Bailey Summers, Catherine the Cat? Who knows? The only way to find out is to stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Everybody wants to be the waifu of LBW, and why wouldn't you? Oh, Low Budget Santa has his skull slammed right into that top turnbuckle rung. Oh, I think we just saw 2 eliminations. Cod Dog thrown out of the ring. Bailey Summers on the other side. 2 eliminations at, I believe, the same time. I believe they fell at the exact same time. Cod Dog will not be the waifu of LBW. Bailey Summers, the only actual female besides Catherine the Cat, will not be the waifu. It's down to these 6 competitors. Oh, my God, the dragon screw onto IRS there, hurting his left leg. But he manages to get back up and get back to the fight as he goes right after Low Budget Santa. He's got him in that amazing hold. He's trying to break the left arm of Low Budget Santa. Walmart Willie, meanwhile, working on Howdy Horse, who backs away to create some distance. Uh-oh. Howdy Horse being clobbered there by Walmart Willie. Down goes Andre the Raver. Down goes IRS. Multiple elbows to both sides of the head. Headbutt right there to Low Budget Santa, who's been busted open by Catherine the Cat with her big, strong forehead, was able to cause bloodshed, and now Low Budget Santa is lacerating all over the ring like a bunch of girls on their period. There is blood everywhere. My God in heaven. Double axe handle. Double axe handle now. Stop. Endless stomping onto the butt cheek of Howdy Horse. Oh my God, look at that. Howdy Horse and Andre the Raver going at it, back and forth strikes, and Howdy Horse wins the back and forth exchange. Down goes Low Budget Santa. Beautiful cutter there by the Howdy Horse. Wait a second, double team work on both ends. Look at that, 2 sets of double team maneuvers. Oh, the dragon screw to Low Budget Santa. If you are thrown out of the ring and both your feet touch the floor, you're eliminated. If you are pinned, if you submit, or you are critically knocked out... Was that eliminated? Oh, Catherine the Cat has been eliminated. She will not be the waifu of LBW. Everyone just joining the chat, welcome to Low Budget Mania 3, the biggest event of the year for low budget wrestling. In the final chapter, in the season, one of these... 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, one of these 5 competitors left of the 8 that entered will be the first ever coffin drop! Will be the first ever waifu of LBW! I think Howdy Horseman missed his target there. Got a kick right to the chest. Down he goes. I don't know what you call that submission at the top, but good for you, Walmart Willie. For those of you unfamiliar with the roster, I'm going to do a name drop here. You'll have to guess which is which, because I cannot call this fast enough. We've got Erwin R. Shyster, IRS, Low Budget Santa, Walmart Willie, Howdy Horse, who almost just got eliminated, and of course, one half of the Pixel Dashers, Andre the Raver. The man who was used as just a giant in his days in the Federation. Now comes to Low Budget Mania, where he can truly express himself. Where we welcome he's, she's, they's, thems. Everyone is welcome in the all-inclusive professional wrestling company known as LBW. We have to include you because we need all kinds of money from all kinds of people. We're poor as shit, so we'll take anything we can get. Oh, beautiful big boot there. Reversing the Irish whip, but then abandoning his opponent and going right after Walmart Willie, who takes a beating right to the face of Low Budget Santa. But now Walmart Willie, the recipient of a beatdown by the Howdy Horse, goes for a lariat but misses. Another lariat retaliation but also misses. Figure 4 leg lock, shades of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. That is terrifying. Someone should put down Andre. Dragging the downed body of Low Budget Santa. Now being put into the figure 4 leg lock by a Howdy Horse. Interrupted by Walmart Willie. Andre the Raver walking toward the crowd of bodies. Going after IRS only to get grabbed behind by the Howdy Horse. Wait a second. Pile driver by IRS. Oh no! Oh, another! And another one! Low Budget Santa, Walmart Willie will not be the waifu of LBW. It's down to IRS, Howdy Horse, and Andre the Raver. One of these 3 will be the first ever waifu champion of LBW. Fans, whoever wins this is the waifu. They are your waifu. Which of these 3 men will be your waifu? There could only be one waifu in the LBW. It's going to be IRS, Howdy Horse, or Andre the Raver. If I had to make an educated guess, I would say Andre the Raver probably wants this more than anybody left in this battle royal. My God! Howdy Horse taking down both competitors. Wait a second. Oh! IRS has thrown out Howdy Horse! IRS, throw out Howdy Horse! Will the IRS be the waifu that you want, that you need, that you are going to have whether you want it or not, really? I guess I can't say that you want it. Who wants the IRS as their waifu, really? IRS. Andre the Raver. It's down to 2. One of these 2 will be the first ever waifu of LBW. Oh my God! IRS has done it! Erwin R. Shyster, the IRS is the new waifu of LBW. History has been made, whether you like it or you don't. Erwin R. Shyster, IRS, is your new waifu champion. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this match has been rated by an evaluation of 95% approval rating. Let's take a look at all the eliminations in order. At the exact same time, Bailey Summers and Cod Dog were both thrown out of the ring. Catherine the Cat thrown out of the ring. Low Budget Santa thrown out of the ring. Walmart Willie thrown out of the ring. Howdy Horse thrown out of the ring. And with a schoolboy pin at the end, IRS was able to pin Andre the Raver in the end of the Battle Royal, thus making IRS the new low-budget wrestling waifu. Ladies and gentlemen, the new waifu of LBW has arrived, and his name is IRS. Your stimulus checks belong to him now. My goodness, what a match. I never expected IRS to be the first waifu of the LBW, but here we sit, here we stand, here we live in the moment. IRS is your waifu now. Say goodbye to your stimulus checks. He's getting half of everything you own if you ever divorce, so you might as well stick it out. The IRS is going to follow you, going to be in your life until the end of time, and he's going to do it with the LBW Waifu Championship around his waifu waist. Here we go. Rockstar Rooster, a newcomer here at the LBW, most impressive. Look at his gear. He's got holes, he's got rips, he's got patches. This guy lives, breathes sex, drugs, and rock and roll. The air guitar expert, Rockstar Rooster, has an open challenge to anybody who dares answer. Who will answer the open challenge? Wait a minute. Oh my goodness! The return of a legend! The Hamburger Happy Clown! Ronald McDonald, former LBW United States Champion! Well, the unofficial McDonald's version of the United States Championship, but that's a confusing part of history. Let's just focus on the match. Ronald McDonald makes his return to Low Budget Wrestling to answer the open challenge of the Rockstar Rooster. My goodness! I never thought we'd see the day that Ronald McDonald would make his return. He looks taller every time I see him. I bet Ronald McDonald may have some ring rust, though. Does he have what it takes to defeat the Rockstar Rooster? Beautiful arm drag takedown. Now he's got him in that sleeper hold. Ronald said he's not being used as a mascot at McDonald's as of late, so he had some free time in his schedule. They're not using him in commercials. They've gone a bit more corporate. So he's got some free time. He's got an open schedule. He said, you know what? I'll make the return to LBW. And we've had to keep this a secret for months. For months, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know how hard it is to keep a secret with the internet? Everyone's always exposing stuff, even as far as nudie pics. But not this time. This was the best kept secret. And we're Mick excited to see Ronald McDonald return to the ring. Beautiful jawbreaker. He says that he has a new finishing maneuver. He calls it the McFlurry. What was it called again? Just someone backstage let me know. I have notes, but they're kind of smudged. The McFlurry lock. The McFlurry lock is his new submission finishing maneuver. I had it here on my paper and pencil notes, but it got smudged. The McFlurry lock, signifying because all the ice cream machines are always broken. They're always on lockdown. So he said, you know what? Instead of taking that as a negative, I'm going to implement that into my moveset. I'm going to call my finisher the McFlurry lock. And my God, I think that's incredible. That's fantastic. That is super swell. Here we go. Ronald McDonald and a Rockstar Rooster. I imagine Rockstar Rooster is not a fan of chicken nuggets. He's not a fan of the McChicken. I imagine he cannot wait to offer Ronald McDonald just as he did right then, right there. Beautiful maneuver there by the Rockstar Rooster. Rooster bouncing off the ropes. Front flipping senton right to the back of Ronald McDonald. McDonald back to his feet trying to hit with a plethora of strikes, but does not connect with a single one. It's been a long time since we've seen the Hamburger Happy Clown, Ronald McDonald, here on LBW programming. It's possible he has some ring rust. Beautiful drop kick there by the Rockstar Rooster. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Tombstone pile driver! We saw that earlier in the show. And what a devastating maneuver that can be. Welcome everybody. Oh, wait a second! Oh my god! Oh my god, I think he killed him! Ronald McDonald has been knocked out cold on Low Budget Mania 3 by the Rockstar Rooster! My god! I looked away for a second and he's out cold! By knockout, the Rockstar Rooster picks up the victory over the hamburger happy clown Ronald McDonald. The match evaluation is a 69. Nice. %. What a match. Short-lived, but a great match nonetheless. We are so close to the main event, folks. Stay with us. We have a submission match left, and then we have the best 2 of 3 falls main event between the LBW World Champion Von Stott and the #1 contender, the lunatic Hannibal Harvey. Best 2 of 3 falls. Let the games begin. Oh my gosh. I believe this is the first time Hannibal Harvey has ever main evented a Low Budget Mania. He's been on and off with the LBW a few years, but he's been here for quite some time. He's been appearing on the shows regularly, and now he has earned himself a shot at the World Championship of Low Budget Wrestling. It is against none other than the man that once held every single title at the same time. Former 2-time tag team champion, former junior heavyweight champion, former Tough Enough champion, and the current reigning and defending LBW World Champion, the barbaric bastard, the behemoth, Big Daddy Cool, Von Stott. Here we go, the first of a potentially 3 matches, first to score 2 falls, whether it's by pinfall submission or critical knockout, will win the LBW World Championship. Will Von Stott retain, or will we see a new name etched into the history books of LBW named Hannibal Harvey? This is going to be intense. This is going to be brutal. This is going to be hardcore. Any words you want to put, any synonym you can think of, it's going to fit, it's going to match, it's going to absolutely blow your mind. These 2 men are going to tear the house down. Back body drop. Double axe handle there by the barbaric bastard. Big Daddy Cool Von Stott going against the lunatic Hannibal Harvey. Oh, both men offering a handshake. Perhaps they were both going to try. They're going to try something deceitful to one another. Oh, goes for the shoulder tackle, but to no avail. Irish whip, bouncing off the ropes now, and power slam there by Hannibal Harvey. Not even a 1 count. Way too soon to get the 3 count. Oh my god, he pulled out a fucking scythe! There's no countouts, no disqualifications. It is perfectly legal. While it may not be the most heartfelt thing you could do in a professional wrestling match, while it may not be very kind, you do whatever you can to win. That's what makes a champion. Von Stott defends the LBW World Championship against Hannibal Harvey. For those of you just joining in, thank you for coming into the chat tonight. This is best 2 of 3 falls. Winner walks out tonight. Oh my god! With the LBW Low Budget Wrestling World Championship. We're still in the first match. Just a few minutes in. They've not had a single... Oh, wait a second here. Oh, hangman neckbreaker. We have not had a single fall awarded yet. Our weight is on. These 2 men are going to take each other to hell and back. The damage retention is setting in. These 2 men are going to have to go through 2 matches, potentially even 3. 3 stages of hell, if you will. Oh my, how many times do you have to bring out that damn sight? I understand it's no DQ. I understand you do what it takes to win. My God, you can fight with honor. He's got a fork! That dirty, filthy fork with old ramen noodle juice on it. This guy is a lunatic. Who stashes a fork on their body? Oh, I think he was going to spit fire. Hannibal Harvey, the man formerly known as Steve Harvey, after he went absolutely insane after receiving way too many stupid answers to the questions on the Family Feud, he finally snapped. He lost his mind. He became a lunatic. He even bit off an 8-year-old girl's left ear. The guy became a substitute teacher, became a kindergarten teacher. He's been through all sorts of obstacles, and somehow, some way, by the grace of Satan probably, he made his way back into the LBW. My goodness. Look at all the blood on the mat. You would swear it was a teenage girl's bathroom in here. This place is disgusting. Oh my God. Elbow to the back. You could hear the cracking of the bone off of the elbow. A round of applause from the crowd in attendance here tonight. Beautiful body press there. 1, 2, and 3. Whoa, holy shit! Hannibal Harvey picks up the first fall. If it was a 1-fall match, he would be the LBW World Champion right now. Von Stott has to win the second match if he wants to make sure he doesn't lose a clean sweep of a 2-0 in the best of 3 falls. So far, Hannibal Harvey has the edge on Von Stott with 1 win. First one to pick up 2 falls will walk out with the World Championship. Von Stott is not in good positioning right now. He has got to win the second fall, so that way they can go to a 3rd fall match. Here we go. Match number 2 of the best of 3. Hannibal Harvey has 1 fall so far. Von Stott has none. Von Stott has to win in order to absolutely not definitively lose the LBW World Championship in the second round. The pressure is on for Von Stott. Oh man, what a beautiful backbreaker there by Von Stott. Going for the pin now. I thought he may have had him there, and it might be a bit too soon. He may have to create some more damage onto the body of Hannibal Harvey. Elbow to the back of the head. The pace of the match is slowing down. The adrenaline is high. Electricity flows throughout all the fans here in attendance tonight, and those of you watching at home, whether it's on Twitch or whether it's on YouTube after this is uploaded. Oh man, I don't even know if Hannibal Harvey can feel those elbow drops. He's got the fork again. Oh, he's being stabbed like a Thanksgiving dinner. No. Oh, Von Stott is in bad shape. Normally Von Stott is an unstoppable diesel powered force, but tonight I think he may have met his maker in Hannibal Harvey. Hopefully that's not the case. 2.9! Oh man! He was just a nose hair away from losing it all. Not even making it to the 3rd round. Oh man. Oh, the middle fingers! Letting him know that he's number 1! Letting him know how he feels! Oh, beautiful set of strikes there by Von Stott. Channeling his inner Hulk Hogan, Von Stott taunting for the crowd. Oh, goes for the lariat, takes down Harvey. Harvey, Von Stott, second round, best 2 of 3 falls. How is this match going to end? Will Von Stott retain, or will we have a brand new LBW World Champion in his first ever reign in his career? Double stomp. Oh, a headbutt to the cranium. Down goes Harvey. Von Stott catching his breath. You can see he's sucking wind. He's exhausted. Strong right hook there. Taking down Hannibal Harvey. Now waiting for him at the top here. Von Stad, double axe handle. Takes him down hard. Normally I would say it's a bad strategy to let your opponent rest up, but Von Stad needs the rest as well. Oh no, the fork again. Oh, the fork at the top of the head. How Von Stad doesn't just say I quit right then and there is amazing. Oh, he avoided that fire spit. Oh, it was a trap! It was a trap! Oh, that's going to be a rope break. Oh, yes, the legs were underneath the bottom rope. That's going to be a rope break. That nullifies. That voids any potential chance of winning by a submission there. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Wait a second. Reverses the Irish whip. Reverses the Irish whip. Power slam. Yes. Von Stad Mania is running wild. Big Daddy Cool Von Stad has got the momentum. Oh no. And just like that, it was squashed like a bug. I'm getting real sick of that scythe. I can't believe that's even legal. Wait, how is that allowed? I know it's no DQ, but my God, I mean, there are laws, aren't there? Or is it just a fictional set of rules in the universe of professional wrestling? Doesn't matter. Jackhammer! Jackhammer! I think he knocked him out cold. Yes! Von Stad wins the second round by critical knockout with his finishing move, the Jackhammer! My God! Von Stad match to end the best 2 of 3 falls. The first win was by Hannibal Harvey. The second win was by Von Stad. It's time for the third fall. Whoever wins walks out of LBW. Out of Low Budget Mania 3. The Low Budget Wrestling World Champion. My goodness. Here we go. The third round. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the definitive... Wait a second, what? He was rolling around like... Wait a second here. What? What? What the fuck was that? It's all over. Von Stad has done it. If you blinked, you missed it. He did a double stomp on the back, rolled him over, went for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The referee's paw slapped the mat. My God, the third round went quicker than stimulus checks being dished out in the United States. My God, that went by so fast. Well, ladies and gentlemen, whether you love it, you hate it, you like it, or you don't really care that much, or you're indifferent, it doesn't matter. The fact remains the same. He walked into Low Budget Mania 3 with the World Championship, and he's walking out of Low Budget Mania 3 with the World Championship. Big Daddy Cool, Von Stad is the current, reigning, defending, undisputed LBW World Champion. Big Daddy Cool Von Stad cements his legacy into Low Budget Mania. Thank you all for coming out. We will see you next time when LBW returns. Thank you, goodbye, and good night.